Hey everyone, how you doing? David Sod here from Skyjems.ca. I have for you a quite impressive 10.03 carat unheated sapphire. As you can see from the video, it's really quite something. It has a really lovely and delicate color to it. This is the color that you usually would expect from an unheated Sri Lankan sapphire. The stone is from Sri Lanka. I don't have an origin on the report because when I had it done, I had 80 stones going in, and there's an absolutely massive difference in price on having the origin done with the stone as opposed to just having an ID done. I know that people think that these things have incredible margins on them, and of course I should be able to foot the bill to get the origin on it and whatnot, but really at this point there isn't a lot of margin on gems anymore. That's really a bit of a thing of the past. My dad used to see wonderful margins, but now we're at a time when the entire world is your market. So I'm selling to, I buy gems from Sri Lanka and ship them back to Sri Lanka. I sell to Thailand, I sell to India, I sell lots to Hong Kong, I sell a lot to China. So there is, my market is the world market, so I need to be selling at a price that's competitive, not against my, my neighbor who's a gem dealer, but I have to be competitive with every single person who has sapphire in the entire world. So business has really changed, but for you, for the consumer, this has made things a lot better. It's also made things better for the retail jeweler, because the retail jeweler now doesn't have to rely as much on a single supplier or two suppliers. They're able to price check, they're able to go out and get the best price. So now when you go into a retail jeweler and they have colored gems or they have diamonds, especially like your mom and pop Main Street jewelry shop, their prices today are better than their prices have ever been. Especially anybody who's still around, right? There's been a lot of closures. So, as far as your mom and pop jewelry shop goes, their prices today are better than they have been for, probably just about ever. And if you go in and they have colored stones, I hope you have at least a bit of appreciation for the fact that that jeweler has gems which he or she wants to show you and wants to show the world. I've said it before, the people that do this business aren't doing it because, for the money, for the amount of money and work that you have to put into the business. You could do just about anything. So most of us do it because we're gem nerds, we're jewelry nerds, and we love what we do. We love gems. I really like knowing that I bring pretty things into people's lives. I'm not going to get too much into stories from people, but I remember when I was younger, I sometimes wondered a little bit about about doing this for a living, if it was really adding any value to the world. And I know now that I'm making a big difference in a lot of people's lives. Not just not just other dealers and jewelers who are able to make a living because I'm selling them stones, but I have customers who are in, I'm not going to get into it, but are in all kinds of bad situations. People who can't leave their home, and they get to have packages of pretty things delivered to their door. People who are in, not a good way, being able to have these things that brighten up their lives. And I don't think there's anything wrong with, you know, loving physical objects and appreciating them, as long as that love of objects isn't greater than your, you know, than your love for other people and your compassion for other people. But yeah, enjoying physical things, you know, and things of beauty and luxury items, there's nothing wrong with it. So anyway, this is getting a bit long, so please visit the website, check out the link in the description, and I hope to hear